Hello, Jamie.
Hey, it's been a while, hasn't it?
It's been a little while.
Welcome, everyone.
Welcome to Sandbox, episode 8 for real. We're not lying this time.
So this one is going to start off in a completely different way.
Oh, we're gonna open our beers.
That's the plan. How did you know?
I knew it. I don't know what this one to have. This one looks more interesting. So Jamie, today I'm drinking Shepherd Neame & Co. Kentish Strong Ale, 1698.
Very nice. Read the back for us, Jack.
1698 bottle conditioned Kentish Strong Ale is a living product which continues to ferment in the bottle. This creates a natural sediment just like real ale as it ferments in the cask at the pub. Only local hops, malted barley, glucose syrup and water drawn from our artisan well are used to brew 1698 bottle conditioned Kentish Strong Ale. Hops are added 3 times, hence it is thrice hopped. Shepherd Neame's brewery has stood by the meandering Salt Creek in the ancient port of Faversham for over 300 years. A royal court to the kings of Kent, the town holds no less than 17 royal charters and is one of the few allowed to use the 3 lions crest from the royal arms. Camera says this is real ale. Well, that's a solid description, and it's 6.5%.
That's decent.
Yeah, it looks very fancy and nice.
In the brewery that I work at,
it's got a gold lid.
Obviously isn't every brewery now. I haven't worked at every brewery.
Wait, you don't work at every brewery now?
No.
Oh, okay.
We triple hop every beer. So I don't know how widely spread that practice is, but
apparently not.
There are definitely 3 additions of hops in every single beer that we make.
Your beers are really nice.
I think they are as well. I think they're really tasty.
I mean, not yours specifically, your brewery's beers. The brewery that
Mine
you own.
specifically was pretty nice as well.
Well, I haven't tasted it, because it wouldn't come to the pub I go to. Oh, what? Well, you're just using me now.
Yeah!
Do you want some help there? It's not a great bottle opener, but it's from Peru, so...
I swear I broke one of yours, I can't remember.
Yeah, this is my parents' one. My sister got me one and my parents' one, and you broke my one, so I took my parents' one because they don't use it. It's fine, it's only from Peru.
So I have the Mighty Oak Brewing Company's Modern Gold, 3.8% ale. Marvellously I'm going to start again.
Marvellously
Marvellously biscuity malts paired with a citrus burst from the flowery, slightly spicy hops. The biscuity hops comes from Paris Oxford malt, which is from Cornwall, and it's very tasty. It is indeed very biscuity. This beer is named Molten Gold because when this brewery moved from Brentwood, I can't remember where from, Malden, they commemorated the move to Malden with this beer.
Oh.
And it's award winning, and
that's pretty cute.
Absolutely delightful.
Brentwood is where The Only Way in Essex is filmed. Is that why they moved?
I believe so. Yeah.
Cheers.
Yum.
I don't have any head.
Can I try some of yours?
Mine's really delicious.
What's the matter with you?
That was just a hiccup.
I thought it was so delicious.
Whoa! I was actually just vomiting in my mouth a bit.
Oh wow.
It's really good.
Ooh.
I mean, that's as royal as they make it sound.
Ooh.
And you know what? I like the branding.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
It looks fancy. High charm.
It does look fancy. And I'm gonna lie to you. I just thought that was all fluff on the back. I thought it's not.
Yeah, me too.
That's really.
They all have fluff on the back. No, this is a beer worthy of its fluff.
This is no fluff.
Well, I think this glass is slightly dirty, so thanks for that.
It's not.
No, it's just a crumb on the back. Probably came off of me. Can I try a bit of yours?
Mm-hmm.
Right, give me your ratings.
Well,
it smells and tastes biscuity.
So I prefer this beer from the tap.
Fair. Would you say that about every beer?
Yes.
What a contribution we've made.
Because it's less fizzy and I think that's better for flavour. But I think this beer is really, really delicious.
Yeah.
However, it's not. It's no frills. That's kind of the point. And I think for golden ale, I think that's like soup. That's exactly what I want.
Mm.
Don't know what I'd give it though. What would you give yours?
I mean, mine's getting high ratings.
Yeah.
Mine's potentially 9s all round. I haven't smelt it yet. It doesn't really have a smell. I guess that's a 7 because it doesn't smell bad.
So, I think that this is an 8 or a 9. I think that the fizziness takes away some of the taste, but
Yeah. Would that take away from its agility? No. What's the one with how it feels in the mouth?
every time
Dexterity.
dexterity is that. Yeah.
Is it dexterity? I don't think it was.
No, it's not. It's resilience.
It's resilience. Why don't we just put a
Yeah, I know.
paper here with all of them on?
And then
Yeah.
I will say agility, and yeah, agility 10. In that this is, I think it's an extremely drinkable beer, and you'll down that fast.
I was going to give mine a 9, but now I feel I should give mine a 10 as well.
Only because I just find I specifically chose this beer because of how drinkable it is.
Mine gets a 10 for fluff.
Actually, I changed mine. This is a bit of a difference. I'm going to actually give it an 8. The bottle version is less drinkable.
Fair. Also, the drinkability is kind of... I suppose it's not... The fizziness is kind of in the resilience, but I guess taste is agility, so that would be the drinkability.
I think our
I think our rating system means absolutely nothing.
it's up for debate. To be honest. It's up for debate.
Strength, I'd give mine a 10, because it's 6.5,
And it makes it so delicious.
but I could drink this for days.
And I'm going to give mine a strength of 8 or a high 8 because it's low alcohol percentage
Yeah.
and you could actually drink it for days.
Yeah.
You could drink twice as many of these, and I think that's pretty cool. I think it's quite a full taste for the low alcohol.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, cheers to that.
That was cute.
Yeah, that should be a new thing we do.
On the audio, it's gonna go. It's just gonna be.
So us, it's a nice ding. Then to everyone else, it's
So we're gonna get right in, and we're gonna go completely non-chronological here.
okay.
Last
been a
week
while.
was a Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was last week. But we're going to talk about Pokemon first because I personally want to talk about Pokemon first.
I mean, I personally also want to talk about Pokemon,
They,
and so do our fans.
when this podcast was made, the Direct was yesterday.
The Pokemon Direct.
And what did you think of the Pokemon Direct, Jack?
I did think it was good. I was expecting more. It was very focused on the starters, and I kind of wanted to know more about the game. I know people want to know about the starters, and we did see a lot of clips of the game. But I don't know. I think I wanted to know more about the region, personally. Well, that's fun.
Excuse me.
My settings are out of date.
There's
Yeah.
a notification.
I wanted to know. Yeah. That's one of my biggest criticism is I wanted to know more about the region. I don't know if that's necessarily a criticism or just I wanted this particular thing.
So that's a good criticism. However, counterpoint, this was a good direct, a good Pokemon Direct
Yeah.
in comparison to previous Pokemon Directs.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, 2016 was the Sun and Moon reveal trailer,
Yes.
and it was horrendous.
I remember that, but I don't remember why, because I specifically remember at the time I was, for some reason, extremely into Pokemon channels. Like, for that exact period of Sun and Moon being released.
Yeah, so was I.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of that.
But I don't remember the direct of Sun and Moon.
There's a reason why I don't remember the direct, I think.
Go for it.
So, they called it a Pokemon Direct, and it was... They revealed Pokemon Green and Red for the 3DS.
Yeah.
The originals on the Virtual Console. And then there was a lot of talking about how great is Pokemon. Don't we just love Pokemon? Let's look back at all the generations of Pokemon. Wasn't that good? It's like, this is less than 10 minutes.
Get to it.
Or we can talk about the new games
because
we know they existed because they were leaked yesterday.
It's like, can we do this separately?
When it came out, context, both the titles Sun and Moon were leaked. And it was basically like, yeah, this is real. It was way too good. The logos were way too professional.
Yeah.
It was from a legit place.
Yeah.
Like, okay, it's coming. We know Sun and Moon is real. And then all they did was reveal the logos. And it was just like...
Oh man, yeah, I definitely don't remember that.
Okay, so I guess they confirmed they're real, and they also showed concept art for Sun and Moon, and a wire, like we're talking like a obscure angle on some guy's computer screen of a wireframe of what was later told to be Picky Peck, the first flying type that you come across in the game.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's really bizarre. It's almost like it's not worth doing a direct. The leaks tell us more. Well, I mean, in comparison, it's much better. Yeah, I
wanted more as well, though.
I feel like I would have liked it if they told us a bit less about the starters and a bit more about the region.
Totally.
That's pretty much all I can say. I feel like I saw enough of, what it's going to look like in terms of graphics and style. Yeah, and obviously I don't want everything to be released to me. I want it to be some surprises. Yeah, probably.
They're gonna drip feed it.
Yeah.
The year.
Oh yeah, you've got to build hype.
What I hope they don't do is reveal too much, because they did that for Sun and Moon.
Yeah.
They revealed I believe. No, it wasn't every. It was almost every single new
new Pokemon. That's like the worst thing you can do.
A small handful of Pokemon they didn't talk about.
Yeah. Because that's one of the most exciting things about a new Pokemon game is coming across a new Pokemon and being like, oh my god, I have no idea what this is. Yeah, that's stupid, like, spoilers at that point. Probably a controversial opinion.
Yeah.
I just hate the new water Pokemon.
Oh, the water one?
Yeah, I just don't like him.
I feel like...
I can't even put my finger on why. He just makes me angry.
The new water one is pretty cute.
Yeah.
I think he's cool because he's a chameleon.
Yeah, I like that.
You know that he's going to be a water ghost type when he's evolved.
Yeah, I like the way they use that in the trailer.
I'm not feeling too great on any of them.
Fair. They're much more similar.
They're very similar
Than usual.
The bunny is a bit too simple.
The bunny is gonna be another firefighting type.
I don't think it is.
Do you not think it is? Do you not think they'll do that again?
I don't think it is. There's a theory that I saw on Reddit first, and I saw in other places like YouTube and stuff.
Yeah.
That they hinted at all of the secondary types of all the starters in that reveal trailer. So the first thing you see is the rabbit running on the steel cog.
Yeah.
And then you see the chameleon is invisible. Ghost, and then the monkey hits a rock.
Yes.
And so I actually do think that's going to be their secondary types. I think it's going to be a steel fire type.
No, that's a good theory, because I remember specifically thinking that's quite weird. Why did they do that? Specifically with the rock thing.
I'm so disappointed.
Like, why would he be hitting a rock?
Exactly, it's very specific, isn't it?
No, that's a good theory. I can buy that. I can just see a fighting bunny type, like kicking and stuff.
There's already a fighting bunny, Bunnery, well, Lopunny is a normal type that then Mega Evolves.
Boniri fighting?
No, it's normal.
Oh,
And
Mega Evolves.
into a. But
Okay.
it might as well be fighting anyway. Like it probably should be fighting.
Yeah.
It's
and you know what? Yeah, Lopunny is specifically the one that I thought the new Fire Bunny was very reminiscent of.
Yes.
I know it's a fire type, but they look pretty similar.
I don't like the fact that it's white. I think it looks like kind of too simple. I think there's too much white on the character. I don't know if that's really specific and weird.
No, that's a fair criticism. The design of it's kind of important.
Whereas though, but a lot of people
wanted
argument to this.
Yeah.
Say every single gen, the initial reaction is ugh,
Mm.
and then you warm up to them, which
Yeah.
is true.
'Cause
However,
you grow on them.
yeah, you do,
Yeah.
and especially when you see the evolutions, basically the starters become nothing, and you're like, oh, these are cool because the final evolutions are always cool. Always.
Yeah.
But
Unless
I
it's
actually
Mudkip,
thought that,
then you have to keep it as Mudkip.
I mean, in fairness, Swampurt's probably one of the weakest looking starter final evolution.
A Mudkip
Yeah.
is adorable.
It's really adorable, yeah. And Mostrom sucks.
Just keep it as Mudkip.
I agree with you, yeah.
Carry on.
This
is
I thought that
very specific feelings I have.
Sun and Moon starters were really good.
Yeah, I like Sun and Moon starters.
Underrated. I think they are possibly the strongest starters.
Since Red and Blue.
Kinda, if not even more. Like Decidueye is the coolest, one of the coolest Pokemon. I think. Like just that's a cool design, and his evolutions are really cool. Like, you've got Rowlet with a cute little. I can't remember the name of the second one, but then he kind of turns like a smart looking scholar archer guy. And he's like, Robin Hood at the end.
Yeah.
That's so cool. And then Incineroar looks awesome.
Incineroar is really cool.
And
Incineroar is, I mean, now in Smash, so.
And that's made him so much cooler because his animations are so badass in Smash.
I liked a lot about Sun and Moon. I mean, I love the setting in Sun and Moon. Do you hate the setting in Sun and Moon?
I think they lean too hard on it.
Yeah, I would agree there. But I just love how different it is. But I do wish it had just kind of been. This is going to sound bad because it's like I just want the same thing over and over again.
Yes.
But I wish it had been more like a normal Pokemon game in that setting.
Yeah.
But I think the idea of having it in like a Hawaii sort of themed setting was a really cool idea. And it made me want a kind of more creative setting for Sword and Shield, which is why I was kind of wanted to know more about the region.
Personally, I think the Galar region looks really cool.
No, it does, which is why I want to know more.
Yeah. I think although the first 4 gens were in Japan,
yeah,
it never felt like they were in Japan. It felt like they were in Pokemon World.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And there was not like this is Japan. Whereas
this is the Eiffel Tower.
Gen 5, Gen 6 actually was the start of it.
Yeah.
But it was like, although Gen 5 was based on America, it wasn't. It was still felt like Pokemon.
Yeah.
Gen 5, 6 was France. Didn't like that. Gen 6, by the way, is like by far my least favourite gen.
Fair.
I thought it was
I didn't own Gen 6.
pretty pants.
Yeah.
Gen 7's my second least favourite.
What's Gen 7?
Alola.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, when was Black and White?
When did it come out?
No, what gen?
5.
Okay. I thought Black and White was after Gen 6. What was Gen 6?
X and Y.
X and Y. I thought Black and White was after X and Y. For some reason.
No. X and Y was basically like, oh look, everything's 3D.
Yeah.
But we spent all our time making it 3D.
Yeah. yeah.
There were actual unfinished areas in that game.
No, yeah.
It was terrible. Like, really bad.
Yeah. I've just realised how dumb that is, because obviously X and Y was 3D and Black and White wasn't.
Yeah.
So
Also,
obviously it came out before.
another reason why it was rushed is because there was obviously going to be a Z, because you had Zygarde, you had, I can't actually pronounce these names, they're really complicated to say. Xerneas, one with the deer.
Yeah.
I think it's like white Yveltal or Yveltal. I think it's probably Yveltal,
Yeah.
the bird thing.
Yeah.
And Zygarde, X, Y, and Z. And they never released Pokemon Z, even though it's the first games on the 3DS.
Yeah.
The X, Y, and Z axis.
Yeah. I was gonna say that. Yeah, they were probably my least favourite legendaries as well.
I love the legendaries.
Do you actually?
That's the one thing that redeemed it.
I didn't like them.
I thought the deer was. I thought they were.
I like the idea of the deer. I don't know. It didn't feel legendary enough to me.
That's why I liked it. I thought they were refreshingly.
Normal.
Like they weren't gods, and that was refreshing because the last
Yeah, I guess so.
the last 2 gens, 3 gens, were basically gods.
I mean, once you have like Dialga and Palkia, Lords of Time and
Lords of
Space,
Time.
it's like,
And then
oh.
Groudon and Kyogre, lords of the earth and the sea.
And the sea, yeah.
And then Rayquaza, the air. So they're essentially the same.
What was the
sort of
third one in Diamond and Pearl?
Giratina, basically Satan.
What was he like Lord of?
So he was
just
he was
Lord
the
of
other
Evil.
No, he was like the other dimension.
Yeah.
He was like the dimension shifting underworld living.
Oh man, those 3 were so
They
cool.
were sick. Yeah.
They were really cool. He had all those crazy spikes and stuff. That was my first Pokemon game.
Same.
Diamond.
Like Pearl.
Oh.
Yeah.
We complete each other. Even though you're blue and I'm red, so really I should have got Pearl.
Are you gonna get Sword or Shield?
I think I have to get Shield.
I know.
For the sake of the channel, you have to get Sword and I have to get
And
Shield.
I wanted Shield.
Really? I wanted Sword. Why don't we just get the games we want to get, rather than pandering to an audience we don't have?
In fairness,
I'm sorry, but Sword should be red and Shield should be blue. Red is such a more aggressive colour. It should be Sword. And Shield should be blue, because blue
for
is
some
just...
reason, the colours just make sense in my head, and I can't really.
They don't really to
justify
me.
that.
I don't know, I guess Swords are metal, so they're generally more blue. And Shields are like...
Yeah, I don't know.
No,
Don't
just
know
think
why it
of
makes sense in
Link
my head.
Shield. More reddish colour.
I found it interesting how there's 2 interesting takeaways from the trailer.
Yep.
Doesn't look like there's going to be any use of the second analog stick,
Yeah.
unless it's probably going to be used for like menu stuff,
Yeah.
as in like shortcuts, which is abysmal, I think.
Do you think? What would you want it to be used for, though?
The camera.
I mean, yeah, obviously. Yeah. I just kind of don't think of that as an option in Pokemon games.
But it's like
No, yeah, we've talked about this.
Come on.
We've talked about this before.
right. Okay, a lot of people want
It's
open
not-
world in Pokemon.
Yeah.
I don't care about that because you've got here's an example: Dragon Quest XI, Xenoblade Chronicles,
Hmm.
Persona 5.
Hmm.
These are all modern JRPGs, very very linear, but they're great. I
Yeah.
don't care. It doesn't have to be open world. I don't care. Like
Yeah.
I would.
I think that would mess with the formula too
like
much.
linear RPGs. I like that.
Yeah.
But come on, camera control. Come on.
No, yeah.
That's just like that's been around for years.
I don't think there's ever going to be camera controls.
There will be. There'll be another gen. There'll be a Gen 9 on the Switch.
Mm.
There'll definitely be a Gen 9 on the Switch.
And do you think there'll be camera controls
That'll
then?
be camera controls.
Fair.
Because you look at the difference between X and Y and Sun and Moon.
Yeah.
It's night and day. They obviously were like, you're Sun and Moon. Like, here,
Oh,
what
that's
do you do?
the next Pokemon game. Pokemon Night and Pokemon Day.
I thought they did that with Sun and Moon.
I suppose so. It'd be funny if they did Night and Day as well. That's another thing. Loads of people are like, oh, they've run out of ideas for the names, Sword and Shield. I was like, what's wrong with Sword and Shield?
I think that's pretty cool.
The first 2 are red and blue.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not that great.
And also,
X and Y, black and white. Like,
also, can we
what's wrong
appreciate
with Sword and Shield?
a Sword and a Shield is a good pair. That's a good pair of names, right?
Yeah,
They
definitely.
go together.
Sword and Shield, you think of that?
Diamond and Pearl don't go together.
Yeah.
Emerald and Sapphire. Sorry, ruby and sapphire actually.
Yeah, emerald was the third one.
They're gemstones, but they're not.
Ruby and sapphire was
they're not
just.
pairs.
It's still red and blue.
Here's a question for you.
Yeah.
Also, X, Y, and Z would have made sense, but obviously it's just X, Y. It was really annoying.
That would have been way better for.
And black, white, and grey, but they didn't do that obviously.
Yeah.
Even though Kyurem was grey, they're obviously like it's grey. Pokemon.
All of these things are planned.
Um,
Here's a question for me.
what's the? I don't think there will be one,
Mm.
but if there is,
A third sword and shield.
what is the third Sword and Shield game?
Bow.
Oh god, it's not
Pokemon bow.
I was thinking like Pokemon full armor set. What was it gonna be?
Pokemon diamond armor.
Pokemon helmet.
Pokemon mace.
That's what I thought as well.
I don't know, what's a third? I mean, bow is the only thing that comes to mind. But then I think it should be Pokemon bow and Pokemon arrow.
Pokemon pitchfork. Sorry.
Should I move more because you can tell? I mean,
what's it
Jamie,
gonna
I know
be?
you're nervous, but I feel like we don't need to do that anymore.
What?
Because it just hasn't done it since you've been checking.
We do.
Okay, fine. I'll allow it.
Well, when we get the webcam set up, the webcam has a white light on the front.
Also, we'll be able to see what's filming it on our screens.
But also, it has a white light on the front.
Okay, also the white light. But the hardware. Right. Back to things. Pokemon Sword and Shield. Yeah, I feel like Pokemon Bow and Arrow would make sense as a pair, but then Pokemon Bow just sounds tripe. Who's going to buy that?
Pokemon Arrow is kind of shite.
I guess so. Pokemon Medieval Flail.
I do think there is room for a Pokemon 0 and 1, Pokemon Plus and Minus.
Yeah.
They're names that they could do.
Plus and minus. Just, I feel like that's too reminiscent of plus or minus.
I agree. I think Pokemon 0 and 1, again, is the same problem as Bow and Arrow. It's like
Pokemon Zero.
It looks. I think Pokemon 0 sounds cool.
That would be cool. It could be really
Pokemon
techy.
1 does not sound like a game that I want to buy. Like 0 is kind of like Star Fox Zero. Like, yo, 0.
That's like
Zero
if.
is a cool word.
That's like if you.
Yeah, it's like.
That's
if
a
you,
terrible name.
it's like
I
if you
stand
name-
by it.
Name the next Battlefield 1.
Don't name things one.
Name them 1. It's terrible.
Zero works, especially if it's a prequel. That's Resident Evil Zero.
To what?
Resident Evil Zero did that.
I thought you meant a Pokemon term. Sorry.
Oh no, a prequel to Pokemon.
Oh.
Medieval Pokemon.
If you're doing an origin story, go for 0. That's good.
Yeah, it sounds cool. Especially if it's techie. They can make a techie Pokemon 0 and 1. Pokemon Staff. Pokemon Wand. Pokemon Spear.
I don't think they can do weapons ever again. They've done that.
Pokemon Gun. That's the third one.
Pokemon Gun and Ammo. You have to buy both of them.
Pokemon Second and Pokemon Amendment.
But a lot of people will find it. We're making Brexit jokes.
I've seen those.
I just think it's really funny.
Pokemon Remain and Pokemon Leave.
Speaking of Brexit,
why? I'm usually the one who tries to steer it political to make you uncomfortable.
I'm not actually doing that.
Yeah, but carry on. Carry on anyway.
What do you think the chances of a second region in Pokemon Sword and Shield are? What do you think the chances that second region is Kalos, the French one?
I mean, I haven't even considered that. Is there reasons?
Here's the reasons that I'm going to give you.
Yeah.
They released a map. The map is incredibly high quality.
Yeah.
They also released a map when Sun and Moon came out, or before it came out, which was extremely high quality.
Mm.
When people like on the internet scoured that map and looked at it, and it was accurate.
Mm.
But it was pretty much 1-to-1. That's exactly what the map was. If you look at the map of the Galar region, people have found, I think, like 5 gyms, and they've also, it's also kind of small. Like the region's small.
Yeah.
There doesn't seem to be a lot going on it's packed full of stuff, but it's still small and it's very linear looking. So, how about like either a post game or a mid game second region? I'm thinking a mid game second region. You go halfway up Galar,
Yeah.
and then you get either the train, the Eurotunnel.
Yeah.
There is a train station, or a plane to Kalos.
That would make sense with it being like somewhat British based.
There is a huge train station in Kalos that is kind of a bit weird because
It takes you to Pokemon Z.
it takes you to this island which is really bad
Yeah.
and nothing else. How cool! How amazing would it be if you go back to the Kalos region in Shield and Sword?
Sword and
Please.
Shield.
Yeah.
It just sounds weird the other way
They
around.
did it on the Game Boy Color with Gold and Silver.
Yeah.
We're in 2019. That's good.
Yeah, I can see that being a theory, especially if it's does mirror England and France. That would support the train theory.
Mm.
Yeah. And as
It's time for that.
I've literally played 0 of X and Y, that appeals to me somewhat.
Kalos is a perfect second region
Yeah.
because there was nothing in it. It shouldn't be that hard to add it on because it was not particularly. It was like cool to look at, but there was nothing really there. So it shouldn't be too hard to update it and add it on.
They've got to render the Pokemon Eiffel Tower. Here's something we've yet to talk about. What's your favourite new starter from the new trailer?
Sobble.
The water one?
Yep.
Intriguing. Mine is the leaf one,
Grookey.
which is Grookey. And they're never my favourite.
Yeah.
If anything, they're usually my least favourite. Okay, no, Diamond and Pearl, Turtwig, what a babe. And being the owner of a tortoise, I occasionally played with Turtwig
I loved.
when I wasn't playing with Piplup.
I really loved the Gen 4 starters a lot.
They're,
Except for their final evolutions, which were kind of a bit interesting.
I would agree. I didn't mind Piplup's final evolution, mainly because I spent years of my life with him.
I mean, when I got Infernape, I was super hyped and like,
Yeah.
because it's the first time I've ever had a starter evolve to the final form. I think it's a special moment in everyone's life.
Yeah.
But I was also like, preferred Monferno. Monferno is my fave. I love that.
Yeah. I think I briefly played with, what's his name at the beginning? What's the first evolution
Of what?
of the fire monkey?
Chimchar.
Chimchar. I briefly played with Chimchar. Just like, oh, I guess I'll try the third one out, but not for very long.
I remember all their cries.
Wasn't Chimchar like the most powerful one as well? Because of like, in terms of the first 2 gyms,
No,
he was the one to choose.
no, it wasn't.
Was he not? Oh no, he was the weakest.
On the first gym,
Yeah.
but then the second gym, it was leaf. It was grass, so he was the strongest.
Okay.
But the first gym was rock, so Piplup and
Piplup,
Turtwig
yeah.
would be better choices for that one.
Yeah. I always went for Piplup.
It's actually like the first gym, if you went for Chimchar. So I don't remember struggling on it as a kid, but it actually is quite hard because you haven't got much choice of Pokemon to go into it.
Mm.
Like you've got all the shitey.
You've got Bidoof.
You've got Bidoof, Shinx, all of which.
Oh,
don't do anything to
Shinx. Shinx is another one that shouldn't be evolved.
No, Luxray's badass.
No, but Shinx is cute.
But Luxray's literally just Shinx but bigger with hair.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
What cute little Shinx.
Um,
That little. I guess the Sphinx. What are you looking for?
I kind of want to.
Is that all?
Sorry, I should probably update you what I'm doing.
I mean, yeah, please. Jamie's leaving the room now.
I'm just going to check on dinner and stuff. Because we quite often.
Okay.
We quite often get to a point where we're like, we have someone knock on the door and it's like dinner's on the table. I'll be back.
Go for it. It's getting on, I guess. I'll be entertaining the audience with stories.
Okay. think you should actually do something like that.
I can't think of any stories. So, I first played Diamond and Pearl, my first Pokemon experience, and I went straight for Piplup because it was the cutest, and I like the idea of a water type for some reason. And then I didn't use any other Pokemon because I didn't know how to play Pokemon, so my Piplup was really powerful, none of my others were. And then I won the game by only ever using Piplup because he was so powerful he could defeat everyone. I don't think that's how you're supposed to play Pokemon. And then I played again with Turtwig, and I quite liked Turtwig, and I thought his final evolution was cool with the tree on his back. And I wished my tortoise would get big like Turtwig did, but she never did. She's still a small tortoise. And then I don't really like Chimchar either. And I generally prefer the water Pokemon, e.g. Mudkip, and Squirtle, and Piplup, but not the new one, but not Soggle I think it's called. I told Pokemon stories. How's dinner coming along?
I reckon we should wrap it up in 20 minutes.
Well, that's good. That's like an hour-long podcast.
Yeah. So,
list me the order of your first to least favourite starter sets of Pokemon.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it since the very beginning.
I like that.
Yeah. Oh my god! You gotta move slow.
So, let's talk about starters now that we've recovered the camera from its disastrous peril.
Sweet. Just to help us out.
My favourites. Yeah, okay.
Would you be willing to edit a picture of this on the screen right now?
Go for it.
Do you think that's unneeded?
I don't know.
We're looking at a picture of all the starters in all the generations of Pokemon.
So, okay.
I'm going to turn the timeout on my screen off. Keep talking.
Wait, don't you think that the new starters will grow on me, but they just seem kind of out of place compared to those. Then again,
I don't know. I don't see that.
what is my favourite set of starters?
Do you know who seems out of place? Gen 2 Water. I've always thought that.
Really?
I don't know. You just...
I think all of Gen 2 is a bit weird.
Gen 2 Fire is probably the weirdest in fairness.
Yeah.
I just turned that off. You can't even choose never. Right. I'm going to say...
Yeah, go on.
I think Gen 3 is my favourite.
I think in terms of...
And not just because I love Mudkip.
in terms of starter, as in like the first evolution.
Yeah, okay, let's do it by that, because that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah. In terms of the first evolution, Gen 4 is my favourite.
Fair.
Closely followed by Gen 7. The only reason I think that Poplio is pretty weak looking.
Yeah.
Whereas Gen 4, I think they all look really cool.
I think with Poplar there's almost too much going on.
Yeah.
He doesn't look quite as small and round as everyone else. I think it would go Gen 3, then Gen 4, then... I think it'd be Gen 1 and then Gen 7. It's close between Gen 1 and 7.
It's a shame because there's nothing wrong with the Gen 6 starters at all.
No, I was gonna say Gen 6 next.
But like they're just...
I love.
I don't know.
Actually, no, I like all three of Gen 6.
They're least memorable.
I think the water one's weak. Also, the water one's like a frog.
Froakie.
That's... Gen 8's pretty... it's more a chameleon. But he looks kind of froggish.
Yeah.
Okay, I think my definitive answer would be Gen 3, Gen 4, Gen 1, Gen 7, Gen 6, Gen 2, Gen 5.
Ooh.
Maybe even Gen 5 and then Gen 2. I don't like Gen 2.
No, you don't. I like Gen 2 though. I would put them higher than that. I think Totodile's fine. Cyndaquil and Chikorita are pretty badass.
I like Chikorita.
Then Chikorita evolves and it's no. You know what? Magnium.
Yeah.
One of the worst looking.
What? It's just a bigger version of Chikorita.
And ugly.
And ugly.
It's like really bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's my final answer. 3, 4, 1, 7, 6, 2, 5.
My final answer will be 4.
Yep.
Followed by 7.
Yep.
Followed by 3. Then 2. Then 1. Then 5. Then 6. Damn, 6 is the lowest.
6 is lowest for you, and you put 1 very low. I mean, you can't do Mudkip any lower than that, and that's just not acceptable.
Well, I think Gen 1's designs are particularly amazing.
Maybe not. Maybe they're just so iconic at this point.
Iconic,
yeah.
Bulbasaur's pretty. Yeah. Also,
Bulbasaur's the weakest by far.
A lot of Gen 1 Pokemon on there, and no one really brings it up. Like Voltorb.
Yeah.
Execute. Really bad.
Diglett.
Well, Diglett's fine.
I mean,
it's a bit bad actually.
It's pretty bad.
Actually, it's pretty
three
bad.
brown circles. Yeah, people act like, this ice cream Pokemon, this garbage Pokemon, they're getting really lazy with them. It's like, they've always been pretty lazy.
Vanillix isn't even lazy. It's a cool Pokemon.
And it's like
fine.
It's like there was like a Pokeball was a Pokemon, like immediately.
Gen 5 is really good.
Yeah.
And also the designs are really unique, and because it's by a different artist.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
Well, like, headed by a different artist.
Yeah.
I think Gen 6 and Gen 7 have really cool. In fact, actually, I think Gen 6 and Gen 7 have an underrated Pokedex because they're really small and they're not particularly iconic because they're the newest ones.
Yeah.
But they're very Pokemon-y.
Yeah.
They feel like Pokemon. Whereas there are some Pokemon, even in Gen 1, that don't feel like Pokemon.
Yeah.
Even though Gen 1 was testing the bar.
Yeah.
I feel like Execute just
doesn't feel like a Pokemon.
It's really weird.
No, I know what you mean. Even to this day.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And like Farfetch'd is a bit it's weird.
I just don't like the name Farfetch'd.
No.
I don't get why it's called Farfetch'd.
No.
It's not Farfetch'd.
And it's also
Is that a lost in translation
really
deal?
bizarre. It's like just a duck
Yeah.
that holds a leak.
Yeah.
It's a really weird Pokemon.
No, yeah. I would completely agree there. Yeah, I just kind of want my Pokemon to be, I mean, at least to start, cute cuddly animals with some sort of elemental twist. And then giant badass animals with some sort of elemental twist.
You know what I wish they did for Gen 8?
Yeah.
Is have the starters not be grass, leaf and water.
Oh, really?
And I know why they don't want to do it. It's because when you bring up a big graph like we just did, it looks really nice to have blue,
One of them like that.
orange, green.
I feel like that's just so iconic at this point.
I know, but it's not. Is it though?
I think that's one of the things that you couldn't possibly change.
I could change it.
I
There
think
are
they'd be
other
up for it.
trios.
Well, what would you do?
There are other trios, so like pretty sure ground. I can't remember what it is.
Ground, electric, and something? Ground, electric, and ice? That doesn't sound right.
That is right though.
Is that it? Ground, electric, and ice?
No, because nothing's super effective with ground in that case. There is one legit trio, and I think it evolves. Sure, it evolves. I can't remember. There's an almost trio with fighting dark and psychic,
Yeah.
except it's a bit biased because psychic doesn't affect dark.
So it doesn't really
So
work then.
that's a bit biased, but otherwise it is a triangle.
Yeah.
And that'd be cool.
I guess so. I feel like I would just miss my Firewater Leaf.
I reckon
And they feel like the most basic. I don't know. It feels like the most basic trio of types
You say
to
that.
put there.
You say that, but like grass, fire, and water Pokemon. Oh, water Pokemon are really common. I always find fire Pokemon aren't as cool in the games. Like fire Pokemon are a bit of a treat. Grass Pokemon, kind of the same thing.
Yeah. Grass is probably in the middle.
You get them, it's like, oh, they're the basic types, but then when you get into the game, it's like, oh, there's so many bug Pokemon and
Yeah.
rock and ground.
But I just feel like that's like, I don't know. I guess that's part of it. You don't want your starters to be Pokemon that you can just catch anywhere. Type-wise, I mean.
No, true.
And also, I don't know. I think it's just the kind of, it's the most obvious rock paper scissors thing that
Yeah.
makes sense
Only
and
because-
is very iconic.
Only because that was what it was in the first
Yeah.
one, and they made it that way.
Yeah.
I won. I can't remember what I was going to say. I won. I want the game to be harder.
Yeah,
Much.
I can see that. They're always, especially by the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, even better, a hard mode. That they had a hard mode once before
Just
in Gen 5.
as in literally, you can change the difficulty to hard mode, or you
Yeah.
just boot up a hard version of the game.
Although, it would make more sense to have a... No, I feel like it would have to be a hard mode at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, there would have to be just things that are set in stone hard.
Rather
And
than
trainers that have just better Pokemon.
yeah.
I love that. Like, imagine. I feel like you very, very quickly get into a part of the game where you have 6 Pokemon, and everyone else has like 1 or 2,
Yeah.
and it's really easy.
No, yeah, I'd agree completely there, because it's like, oh, they've got a Pokemon that's 2 levels stronger than my best one, but then
That's
they've
it.
got all these others to go through.
Yeah. And like gym leaders, maybe have all of them have 6 Pokemon, all of them, and they're like, they've done this before, where they've had Pokemon that are technically impossible to have, where they've got Pokemon that are evolved, even though they're not a high enough level to be that evolved form.
Yeah.
But do that more often. Have just, yeah, we're hard. This is the boss.
Yeah.
That's another thing I want in the game. Or boss Pokemon
Boss Pokemon.
that you can't catch.
That'd be cool. Well, like, you don't encounter the trainer, you encounter the Pokemon.
So like, have a legendary boss battle
Yeah.
where you just either it changes into a form that is mega powerful, and then when you catch it, you can never transform it into that
What
form.
kind of like in Diamond and Pearl when you face off against Dialga and Palkia on the mountain, except mega powerful and you can't change them.
Yeah, like, not... Because when you fight a legendary Pokemon, they're just Pokemon, and you can catch them,
Yeah.
and then when they're as powerful as they were, you don't, obviously they can't be that hard to kill, because I always find it to be a massive anticlimax when you get to the legendary in the game, and you can one-hit kill them easily.
Yeah.
Like, you just... Dialga,
Yeah, it is kind of weird.
get
Just
an ice type out, one hit, done.
yeah. It is weird when it's like, this Pokemon is the master of time.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I caught it. It's in this ball in my hand now.
I would like to see something like, this Pokemon's the master of time, therefore you need 2 Pokemon at once to fight it.
Yeah, that's cool.
And by the way, it has like 10,000 hit points,
Yeah.
and it's really, really hard to kill.
Yeah.
And it doesn't just have 4 moves, it has 10. Like most games that have boss fights in RPGs, the boss is overpowered because it's a boss.
If it was just fights that you've really remembered, like you had to really grind to get through them,
Yeah, like there's so many RPGs where you have really tough bosses.
but go on for a while.
Yeah, it's great, and they're stressful, and that's the whole point. And like, you can use healing items and it makes sense to use healing. Like, you don't feel like you're cheating the game. I always feel like if I'm using a healing item in Pokemon, it's you feel a bit bad because you're already
It's
at
like, I don't need
advantage.
to use this,
You
yeah.
probably shouldn't be that bad.
No, yeah, I know what you mean. No, yeah, I'd agree. I'd like it to be harder. Or at least there would be an option for it to be harder.
Because in black and white, it wasn't black and white. It was either black or white. Only one of them had it. Hard mode, and
Only one of them had it?
The other one had an easy mode.
Really?
It was really dumb.
That's really weird.
Yeah.
I guess if you're
I
younger
had
or
one with
worse.
the easy mode,
Oh, really?
which sucked.
What one was it? I imagine white for some reason.
It was white.
I thought black's like dark.
Yeah.
That's so weird. Yeah, I guess if you're either worse or games or younger, it's like, I'll get white. And then if you get more hardcore, you get black.
It wasn't like it was like an unlockable secret. So you get to the end, like, oh great, I unlocked easy mode.
Yeah, why would you want
Why
easy
would I
mode
go for
after completing the game? Makes sense if it was like you start with easy mode.
But it was really cool
The option
because
for easy mode.
they basically had, across the board, every single trainer was more powerful, level-wise. But then gym leaders, all gym leaders, Elite Four, had extra Pokemon as well, and
As well as like the 6.
What do you mean?
They had like more than 6 Pokemon.
No, they
Okay.
didn't have 6 Pokemon in the original.
They just, yeah.
They usually have 5. Gym leaders often have 2 or 3,
Yeah.
but they have more. And it
Okay.
was just like, and also they made it so that they use potions, all trainers.
Mm.
So you're fighting as a trainer, and it's like, full restore.
It's like, oh great.
They could do it too now.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah. No, yeah, that would be nice. Because that is, I guess, yeah, something that could be improved.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely exciting times. Do you think we should wrap it up?
I do.
That's our Pokemon talk. Go and buy as many Mudkip plushies as you can afford and lay them out all over your bed.
I really enjoyed our Pokemon talk.
I enjoyed talking about Pokemon in general and playing Pokemon and Pokemon. The highest grossing franchise in the world.
I feel like
More than Marvel and Star Wars combined.
by the time we do the next podcast, it'll be a little bit too outdated to talk about the Nintendo Direct. So we'll probably might sound different.
Weren't we going to talk about that as well?
But I had that in my head the whole time, and I was thinking,
I'm very sorry.
I love talking about Pokemon.
Say 3 things about the Nintendo Direct extremely quickly.
Link's Awakening looks really cute.
Yeah.
Mario Maker 2 is going to take away my life.
Slopes.
Astral Chain looks like it's going to be an underrated gem.
And thank you for joining us here on Sandbox episode 8. We finally hit episode 8.
Have a nice one. Finally, if you turn it around, it's an infinity.
That's an original joke. Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. I got to go.